Good morning, children. How are you all? Studying hard? Very good. So, this is English for class 11 children. Today we are going to do letter writing. Formal letter. Let's begin, children. Letter writing is an essential skill. Despite the prevalence of emails and text messages, everyone has to write letters at some point. Yes, very true. Letters of complaint, job applications, thank you letters, letters requesting changes or making suggestions. The list goes on and on. Encouraging children to write letters from an early age will improve their communication, social and handwriting skills and teach them what they need to know about writing and structuring letters. Letters of complaint format: address given or examination hall, date, the manager, name of the company, agency, address, dear sir, madam. Subject, very important, body of the letter, para 1. Purchased, when, from where, yes, what, model, brand, bill, number, you have to state all these things. Part 2, what is the part 2 of it? See, it is part 2, part 3, yeah, yours faithfully, like that. Question 1. You bought a refrigerator 2 months ago from Mohan Sales, Ashok Vihar, Bangalore. It has developed certain problems regarding functioning. Cooling has stopped and is making a lot of noise. Write a letter of complaint to the manager asking him to immediate repair, replacement of the same. You are Sachin or Shashi of 61 Pratap Enclave. You have to write it in how many words, children? 100 to 125 words. So, here's the answer. 61 Pratap Enclave, Bangalore. The full address, then the manager. Mohan Sales, Ashok Vihar, Bangalore. Dear sir, subject, complaint against a defective refrigerator. On 15th October, the year you have to mention, I bought a new refrigerator, model, Whirlpool, the model number you have to write, you have to mention, very important, from your showroom. I'm extremely disappointed as it stopped working after 1 month of purchase. I would like the problem to be resolved between us. However, if the matter is not resolved, I will have to move the consumer court. Looking forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully, Sachin. Next question, children. One more sample for you. Last month you purchased a TV set from Ram Electronics, Pushp Vihar, Ambala. It is not working properly. Imagine a few defects. Write a letter of complaint in 120 to 150 words to the manager asking for repair or replacement. You are Amrita or Amar of M114 Model Town, Ambala. Here's the answer for you. M114 Model Town, Ambala, 20th March 2017. The manager, Ram Electronics, Pushpa Bihar, Ambala. Dear sir, then complaint, the subject you have to write. I'm pained to bring to your notice the poor quality of the Samsung TV set bought from your shop last week. Against receipt number on the date here we have to mention. Soon after the installation, the screen got pixels and the picture quality turned very bad. Even the sound quality is miserable and the screen goes blank off and on. I request you. Okay. So, you have to request, isn't it, to replace the set as it has multiple defects and install a new tested TV set at the earliest. I have been your loyal customer for decades and hope that my complaint will be given top priority, failing which I shall be constrained to approach the consumer court for redressal. Then after that you have to write yours faithfully, Amar. Then the next question, children, last month you went to Ooty and stayed at Hotel Greenview for a week. Within 2 days you found that the facilities provided were not good and you have to leave the hotel. On reaching home at Chennai, you decided to write a letter of complaint to the manager describing all that went wrong there. Demand a refund of the money paid in advance. To write it in 120 to 150 words. You are Omer or Amna of 12B Mount Road, Chennai. So this is how you have to write, children. 12B Mount Road, Chennai. 10th June, the manager, Hotel Greenview, Church Road, Ooty, Tamil Nadu. Dear Sir, subject, poor in-house service. I stayed at your hotel for a week. Within 2 days, I found that facilities being provided were below par. The bathroom fittings were faulty and the room service was very bad. I was very much disturbed as an extremely noisy neighbor kept on entertaining visitors till 2 a.m. There was no caretaker during my stay in the hotel. As a result, I had to leave the hotel. In view of the unsatisfactory customer service, I would request you to refund the money that I paid in advance. An amount of, whatever the amount you have to write, was deposited with you. Yours faithfully, Omer. Then one more sample. Due to insanitary conditions in the colony, the population of rodents has been multiplying, exposing the residents to multiple diseases. Write a letter to the municipal commissioner bringing the problem to his notice and urging him to take urgent action in the matter. You are Suraj or Supriya of Bijli Apartments, 12 MG Road, Chennai. So, this is how you have to write, children, the address, date and all that. Dear Sir, subject you have to write. I have been a resident of Bijli Apartments and your problem, you have to state your problem and what happens in the rainy season, you have to write that. And you have to request for immediate remedial action to be taken. Hopefully this will be taken up on a priority basis, lest it should become too late. Yours faithfully, Supriya Abraham. You are Kaushik or Kumkum of 92 Govindham, Kolkata. You have received a letter from a brother who is staying in the hostel of Shakti Mandir Public School, Darjeeling, stating that he is being bullied by some senior students who threatened him with severe consequences if he complained. Write a letter to the hostel warden requesting him to take urgent action. So this is how you have to write. Address, date. Subject also you have to write. So this is how you have to write, children. Next is about road accidents, children. You are writing as Akash or Akriti of Jahangir Puri, Lucknow. So you have to write to the police commissioner requesting him to take prompt and appropriate action. Give concrete suggestions to deal with the problem. So this is how you have to write. Address, date, traffic police commissioner, his address. Dear sir, then what is the subject? Then you have to begin the body of the letter. I would like to draw your attention to the increase in the number of road accidents in our locality. Reckless and drunken driving by youngsters is the primary cause of such accidents. They are not scared of putting their lives at risk. They ignore the traffic rules because they know that their influential parents would help them deal with the law in some way or the other. There are many minors too driving recklessly without licenses. They pose a greater risk to the lives of other innocent people. I would suggest that the parents of these minors be booked under the law for allowing their children to drive. The police patrolling must be intensified. Yes, police patrolling round the clock is very important. I would be grateful if urgent steps are taken to stop any further loss of human life. Yours faithfully, Akriti Singh. The roads in your area are in a very bad shape. Write a letter to the municipal councillor of your area giving him or her your suggestion on how he or she can help in improving the condition of your locality. So this is how you have to write. Subject, of course, you cannot leave out the subject. I wish to draw your attention to the poor maintenance. The roads in our locality have not been repaired for a long time. There are potholes and ditches on the roads everywhere. The condition of the road becomes worst during the rainy season. This causes road accidents. At night, people stumble down. Moreover, these potholes provide breeding ground for mosquitoes. Thus, there is an outbreak of malaria. Yes, so there's an outbreak of malaria. Most of the street lights in our locality are out of order, which causes darkness. Snatching, burglary, and theft have become order of the day. The thieves, after committing crimes, take advantage of the darkness and they run away. I suggest that patrolling in the area should be intensified, but before that, the municipal authorities have to take urgent steps to repair the roads. This repair work should be taken periodically. I therefore request you to kindly take further remedial action. Yours faithfully, Jagriti Basu. Mohita or Mahesh, President, RWA, Govindpuri, Bangalore. The main park in your locality, which was once a model park, lies in a state of utter neglect. It has become a favorite spot for antisocial elements and a permanent resting place for stray animals. So you have to write a letter to the municipal commissioner requesting him to take prompt action. So here is the answer for this particular question. Look at this. What is the subject? Poor condition of Central Park in Govindpuri area. To this letter, I would like to draw your attention to the miserable condition of the Central Park in the Govindpuri area. Once a model park, it now lies in a state of utter neglect. It has become a favorite spot for antisocial elements and a permanent resting place for stray animals. There is no greenery left in the park. People use this park to gamble and take drugs. There is no place left for children to play and old people to take a walk. These activities are causing a lot of problems to the residents and spoiling the atmosphere of the locality. I request you to take immediate remedial action. Yours faithfully, Mohita Sharma. You live in a crowded area in Mumbai. Unauthorized parking of vehicles in your area is causing a lot of inconvenience to the locals. Write a letter to the police commissioner of the district complaining against this practice. You are Rohan or Rohini of Sakinaka, Mumbai. So here's how you have to write it. Look at this. Dear sir, then you have to write the subject. I would like to draw your attention to the problem of illegal parking in Sakinaka area. Despite complaints in this regard, no action has been taken so far. Sakinaka is already a very crowded place as it is a major cloth market. People park their cars in the middle of the road, which causes major traffic jams and unbearable amount of noise. This is affecting the health of the residents in the area. Moreover, it has increased the pollution levels. Children cannot study and old people cannot rest. There is no place left for the pedestrians to move as cars and scooters are parked on both sides of the pavement. I request you to kindly look into the matter. Yours faithfully. Then obviously you have to write the name. You read in a newspaper the news, an old couple murdered in South Delhi. You decide to write a letter to whom should you write, children? Yes, police commissioner of police or police commissioner, complaining against the rising rate of crime against the old people. Write the letter giving suggestions for the security of the elderly. You are Anchal of B6/12, Phase 1, Ashok Vihar. So here's the answer, children. Address. Then you have to leave a line and write the date, children. Always remember that. Then the address to whom you are writing, his address or her address. Then, dear sir, subject of course is very important. Crime against the aged. Through the letter, I want to raise the issue of the rising crime and violence against the aged. Every other day we hear of the murder or robbing of the elderly. There have been even some cases of old women living alone being raped. I feel police can do a lot to make the aged feel secure in their homes. Beat constables should be instructed to visit the old and the aged single people from time to time. There can be a special phone number at every police station for the use of the aged. The police officers and constables should be given special training to be sensitive to the needs of the aged. I hope the police department will take some effective measures soon to prevent crime against the aged. Thanking you. Yours faithfully, Anchal. Okay, the next question, children. Let's move on to the next one. Write a letter to the chief postmaster. General, where? You have to write a letter to the postmaster, children. General Post Officer, Lucknow, complaining of late delivery of letters causing inconvenience. So this is how you're supposed to write. Address, date, your address, date. Again, leave a line, write his address. Okay. Dear sir, what's the subject? Late delivery of letters is the subject here. Okay. I'm writing to you in great anguish on a subject which should be treated on top priority by you and your department. I'm suffering a lot of inconvenience due to the late delivery of letters for no fault of mine. Letters reach me as late as a month from the date of receipt at Lucknow Post Office. I lost a job opportunity as the interview call was received a week after it was held. I have earlier complained to the postmaster Babu Ganj, but to no avail. I now request you to look into the matter and remedy the situation. Yours faithfully, Meena. So children, these were all letters of complaint. It is a part of your syllabus. Write down in your notebooks. Read, revise again and again. You have to be very thorough with the format. Otherwise, you are likely to go wrong in the examination. And what will happen? You will lose marks. So please go through whatever I have taught in this session. Write down in your notebooks. Read again and again. Revise again and again. You should be thorough with this sort of letter. Thank you. Goodbye.